looking at the stock very closely in here. I do think they need to raise capital, maybe one more time, but boy, what a great brand and company Rivian is.
Okay. For Tesla going into the end of the year, Ross, where do you see its connection overall to the economy? Because it seems like that we are getting some optimistic signs, but then we also just went through a period of price cuts, so it seems like Tesla is vulnerable at all. How bad do things have to get for them to start slashing prices again? What does that relationship look like to you?
I mean, if they slash prices again, I'm just going to I don't know, freak out, because it's like the lack of customer knowledge and understanding of the value proposition of the Model Y today is just amazing. And the fact that Tesla's done very little, they've done some advertising, but very little in aggressively courting new customers is really a huge mistake that Tesla's been making. And it's caused a lot of pain unnecessarily versus investing $20 or $30 million on an education campaign on television to teach people about EVs. But if you ask any young person who doesn't own an EV why they don't, you will hear ridiculous answers, you know?
On the 4th of November 2021, Tesla's stock price hit an all-time high of $299.29. But despite being such an interesting event for Tesla, we find that since then, Tesla's stock price has not been able to climb to that high ever again. It's been a bit of a roller coaster of ups and downs, and investors are starting to ask the question, when will Tesla stock reach all-time highs again? As we dive into this story of Tesla's stock price, we find ourselves at a crossroads. Every stock investor knows that the stock market is influenced by a multitude of factors and can be very unpredictable. And it is in these months of volatility that a lot of investors back out. In the world of finance, only a few stocks have captured the imagination of investors, quite like Tesla. But even with this, Tesla's stock is still subject to a lot of external factors, all of which have kept the stock from going up the chart. In this video, we'll consider some of the possible reasons as to why Tesla stock is yet to reach its all-time high again. We'll also uncover the complexities of the stock market and the unique dynamics that shape Tesla's trajectory. So join us as we unravel the story of why Tesla stock price is yet to scale to the heights it once knew. Let's get started.
Welcome back to Fast Market M1. Kevin Hinks and Nathan Peterson back for our second segment of the show, and we're focusing on what some could perceive as a big winner in the whole UAW, the whole move from fossil fuels to EVs, the competition question. There's so many questions, there's so many issues that we can talk about when we talk about Tesla, but the easiest one to talk about right now, it has sold off significantly in the last 10 days, Nathan, and it's $8 off its lows of the day today. What are your thoughts on Tesla? Where do you sit with this EV making behemoth?
Yeah, good question. I mean, it's a cold stock. You know, on the bullish side, you could say, look, there's so many potential growth avenues going forward. You know, whether it's the charging network, we got the Cybertruck that's coming out. We've got all the area, whether it's SpaceX, all those different areas of revenue of growth that they have going forward. Well, yeah, it's tough to kind of price, and I think that benefits the stock because it's so tough to price. You forgot, I think, what is it, Neuralink? Is that another one of the the projects? That one kind of freaks me out a little bit, but you know, how do you price that? And I think because it's difficult to kind of estimate the market. I mean, if you think about, you know, a world in which it'll be like Minority Report and you have autonomous taxis and, you know, think of the savings that some of those car companies can benefit from not having labor, but having autonomous, you know, cars going around. How do you price that in? Well, it's difficult, you know, at this point. So I think that kind of works in its favor. But, you know, the margin issue is a concern. Competition is a concern. China weakness is a bit of a concern there. So, you know, it's just one of those stocks that commands a premium because of the potential that lies there. And I think investors have largely been very patient with just basically seeing how long it takes for that to show up on the bottom.
The possibility of Tesla's stock price reaching an all-time high depends on how the company performs in terms of its financial results, operational efficiency, product quality, customer satisfaction, innovation capability, strategic vision, and competitive edge. It also depends on how the market reacts to Tesla's news, announcements, events, and expectations. Tesla is one of the most innovative and disruptive companies in the automotive industry, as well as a leader in electric vehicles, battery technology, and autonomous driving. So seeing that its stock is yet to reach its all-time high again after almost 2 years is a topic worth discussing. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Tesla Tomorrow. Tesla's stock price has been a roller coaster ride since its initial public offering in 2010, reaching several highs and lows along the way. The company's faced challenges and uncertainties, all of which have had some sort of effect on its stock price. Tesla's stock price reached an all-time high in 2021, after the company reported better than expected third-quarter earnings and revenue. At the time, the automaker benefited from strong demand for its Model 3 and Model Y vehicles in China and Europe, as well as its expansion into new markets like India, and this has helped to significantly boost its stock price. However, since then, Tesla's stock price has never reached that level again, and has fluctuated between $230 and $260 per share. While several analysts have predicted that Tesla's stock price will soon hit $300 per share, that does remain to be pretty uncertain. So, what are the possible results for Tesla's stock price and hitting this all-time high again? Let's find out. But before we do, if you like this type of content, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to keep up to date on everything going on with Tesla. A few reasons why Tesla's stock price is still below its all-time high could be because of the automaker's decision to cut the prices of its Model 3 and Y vehicles in some of its markets, as well as interest rate hikes for the FED, and the increasing competition from automakers that are ramping up their electric vehicle offerings. Some of these automakers like Ford, GM, Volkswagen, Toyota, Hyundai, and others are all becoming big competition for Tesla. These companies have launched or plan to launch new models that could challenge Tesla's market share and pricing power. This begs the question then, can Tesla's stock price ever reach its all-time high again? Well, judging by the nature of the stock market, predicting stock price movements with certainty can be challenging. Tesla's stock price will continue to be influenced by a complex interplay of factors, and its path to reaching an all-time high again is going to depend on a combination of variables. However, what we do know is that despite all these challenges, investors can remain optimistic about Tesla's long-term prospects and growth potential. Tesla's got several competitive advantages that could help it maintain its leadership position in the electric vehicle market. For instance, Tesla's quarterly and annual earnings reports are closely watched by investors, and this strong financial performance can boost investor confidence and drive up the stock price. Similarly, Tesla's success is tied to its own innovation in the electric vehicle and renewable energy sectors. Therefore, announcing the new products that it's got in the pipe, as well as technological advancements or expansion into new markets, can all be key factors that could have a positive impact on stock price. As the global shift towards EVs continues, Tesla stands to benefit greatly from this growing EV market, and this could lead to increased demand for Tesla products and potentially drive the stock price higher. Also, government policies, incentives, and regulations related to electric vehicles and clean energy can significantly impact Tesla's fortunes, just as much as economic factors like inflation, interest rates, and geopolitical events can all influence investor sentiment and the stock market as a whole, including Tesla. The electric vehicle market is becoming more competitive with traditional automakers entering the space. So in order for Tesla to continue staying above every other company, there needs to be a way for it to maintain its market share and competitive edge, and investors need to see this happening. The truth is, perception of investors, media coverage, and speculative trading are all things that contribute to short-term price fluctuations, and the behavior of institutional investors, such as mutual funds and hedge funds, can all significantly influence stock prices. Therefore, Tesla's ability to meet production targets, expand its production line, and effectively manage its supply chain can all be critical to reaching all-time highs again for its stock price. Any issues in execution can affect stock performance. It is important to note that stock prices are influenced by a number of factors, and predicting the stock market can be challenging, especially doing it accurately. So analysts often rely on a thorough evaluation of a company's fundamentals, industry trends, and broader economic conditions in order to understand stock price changes. As a Tesla investor, you need to be prepared for this volatility, and know that short-term fluctuations don't necessarily reflect the long-term prospects of Tesla as a company. Tesla's stock price is known to be volatile and unpredictable, and that makes it difficult to forecast its future movements with certainty. But one thing is clear, Tesla's stock price will continue to attract a lot of attention and interest from investors, analysts, media, and consumers alike. so it's better to stay focused and keep your eyes on the long-term goal. What do you think? Let us know down below, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out this next video on your screen if you want to know more about what Tesla's been up to over the last few days. We'll see you there.